Call case 2025-3, the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Luby. Defendant is here today electronically with his attorney, Mr. Magnuson, who is here on behalf of Mr. Hammond. Ms. Himes is here today on behalf of the people. Ms. Powell is here today on behalf of probation. Everybody's appearing electronically as the building is closed during this COVID-19 outbreak. In any objection to proceeding in this fashion, Mr. Magnuson?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Himes?
No objection.
Mr. Luby, any objection?
No, sir.
All right, and it's okay if Mr. Magnuson represents you today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Today is the date and time set for sentencing. This is being broadcast live on YouTube so the public can observe these proceedings. And did you review, or Mr. Hammond reviewed the pre-sentence report with your client, Mr. Magnuson?
Mr. Hammond did review it with him earlier today.
And do you have any objections on his behalf?
The only change we would indicate is an address change for the defendant.
Okay. On the basic information sheet?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It is 18700 US Highway 127. Is that Cement City, Michigan? 49233.
Did you get that, Ms. Powell?
I did, Your Honor.
Very good. Any other changes on Mr. Magnuson?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Luby, you reviewed this report with Mr. Hammond, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you see any corrections that needed to be made other than the address?
No, sir.
Ms. Himes?
No additions, deletions, or corrections, Your Honor.
The report is amended, is adopted for sentencing. The guidelines are appropriately scored, although advisory in nature. Allocution then, Mr. Magnuson?
I would simply ask the court to follow the recommendation. It's consistent with the plea agreement.
All right. Mr. Luby, anything you want to tell the court before sentencing here today?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Luby, I have a phone number of 517-639-2253.
Actually, Your Honor, we need to update that as well. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's the area code?
517
517
27
237
227
227. Go ahead.
8688.
Thank you. Ms. Himes, did you review the report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any corrections to that or the guidelines?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'm sorry, I already asked you that, I think, didn't I? Yeah. The report then is adopted for sentencing. Guidelines are appropriately scored, although advisory in nature. Any allocution then, I think, or any response by the prosecution, I think is where it actually was.
Yes, Your Honor. We would just ask the court to follow the recommendation.
Well, you're 24 years old. You have 2 misdemeanors before this. You're still working for the, is that a well drilling company?
No, it's Artesian Wells. It's a restaurant.
Okay. And I guess I didn't read through that back in the back. You have less than a high school education, substance abuse history, which is underlying the current offense. Although along with the recommendation, you're going to be on probation for the next 1.5 years under the Holmes Youthful Trainee Act. You abide by all the usual terms and conditions. Those will be explained to you in your probation order and also by your agent. All the special conditions will also apply. I'm not going to read each of those to you, but I do want to highlight a couple of them. One is you must participate in adult education or GED programming as directed by your field agent. $60 DNA fee, $68 in state costs, $130 crime victim fee, $30 a month in probation oversight fees, $440 in court costs, $100 fine, and $250 for the services of your attorney. Do you understand your sentence in this matter?
Yes, sir.
Probation is going to reach out to you in the next couple of days. You need to make sure you answer your phone, or if you're unable to, that you reply immediately. Otherwise, it could result in the issuance of a warrant. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You may request leave to appeal this plea-based conviction and sentence. If you need an attorney to assist you with that appellate process, that request needs to be made in writing within 42 days of today's date. Do you understand those rights?
Yes.
All right, we're going to give a form to Mr. Magnuson or his office, probably Mr. Hammond or Mr. Magnuson. They'll mail it out to you. That is the form you need to sign and submit to the court if you wish to appeal your conviction and request an attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Magnuson, any objection to me dating and initialing the form here today?
No, Your Honor.
I have initialed that. That will go in your court file. Anything else on this afternoon, Mr. Magnuson?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Ms. Himes?
Nothing further.
All right, you understand what you need to do, Mr. Luby?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're all set. We'll go off the record.